Hello and welcome to a new episode how to learn JavaScript from beginner to advanced. Today I propose to create a function with a fetch inside. I am looking for a URL API on the internet with jokes with Chuck Norris. I want to take randomly a joke from an API with Chuck Norris. Firstly, I will create a function getJoke with a fetch, but for handle this fetch, this promise, I will use then and catch method. After this, I will transform this fetch with then and catch in a async away function with try and catch block. Firstly, a simple fetch function with then and catch that I will transform in async await function with try and catch block. The both are the function with promise, but you will see the difference between them. Okay, how should you think this function? If I want to take a joke from a API URL with Chuck Norris. Firstly, it's mandatory to make a request to API. I have an API, but should to make a request to API. For this, I use fetch keyword. This fetch keyword make a request to the server who contain this API. After this, the server see okay my request and send me an answer in this way, in this form, response passing response.json. This response.json convert the string JSON because when are located on the server at this location is in strings object, but I don't need a string object, I need an object JSON because I want to manipulate, and for this should to transform this string JSON in object JSON. With this response.json I transform from string in object JSON. After I convert this response in object JSON, should to take the data from the API because I have a JSON now, and I want to take from data the name of actual JSON. I want to take data that value. Let me see the value what mean in this case. Value in this case is this, have this value. Chuck Norris gift, Chuck Berry the gift, and so on. Okay, and after should to display this, and I display in console.log data dot value because I have just a simple object, and dot method is okay, data dot value. Okay, but there are a possibility to happen something inside my then block and don't fail my function, my then block, and for this should to put for handle error should to put a catch handle the error. I have error fetching joke and type of error. This handle the error. After this, just to call this function because I want to execute the code, and look, I have these jokes with randomly with Chuck Norris from this API, sorry. Okay, but now I want to comment this, and I want to create the same function, but from this time I want to use async await. Let's see what is the approach when use async await. I use here async await. When you use async await, it's mandatory to put in front of function async, because this async tell browser that is a promise, no, is a asynchronous function, and inside I put a try catch block. There are the try catch and finally the third block part, but I use just try and catch. In try, do you see here, in moment I have here async, and when I use async in front of function, it's mandatory to use this await, because I await from something in the function. Here I have a response from a server, from where I fetch a random joke, and after I waiting I convert response to JSON. I have the data. The data is the content of my JSON. After I log the joke with data that value, and do you see is the same result. My function works, but I use async await. When you use async await, do you see the code is more readable? It's simple because I have here just two variables, and here just I display them. I don't have a lot of then this chain. Here are two 10, but in other cases here appear a lot of then. Okay, retain is mandatory async in front of function, because the browser should know that we are working with promise. We convert the response to JSON. We take a random function, and after I call the function. Usually if you have here then from twice, here should to use await from twice, but is not a rule, but in more cases it's fit this approach. I hope you understand how to use async await in JavaScript, and what is the difference between a promise with then and catch block and the promise with async await try catch block. All the best, have a nice day.